sports. It's in the game.
It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and we're watching the Snowhawks, Offensive Player of the Year. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Snowhawks and the Vikings, under the lights on Thursday night.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio ball club, the beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
Set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? The freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 101 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. partner. This was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. He's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Going back to Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Love keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll set up to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now the first carry here for their running back. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Snowhawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. That time, a 9-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Vikings offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. He took it in himself for a touchdown on their opening drive, as that leads us to take a look at the NFL's leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing. Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Slot man moves right. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And it's taken in at the 9. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Snowhawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's in the midst of an MVP caliber season. The NFL's leader in passing yards, as he's up over 3,000 now on the year. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Gordon's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second and a couple. They'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
First down, San Antonio.
They'll look to throw here. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Snowhawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, some strong running. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Love. Over the middle, it's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that when he got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt, so he was clearly over the line. Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, and this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Good games in the late afternoon as well. One being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the LA Rams. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 13. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. He's still on his feet. And touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw now, here's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Love looking to throw it. Pass incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Love now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Love, a 23-yard run. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Snowhawks.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
1st down, San Antonio.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Love. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's 1st and goal. Love looking to throw it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Love. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Stevens. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back out comes San Antonio. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hoffman. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. This now a 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweet.